Greetings and welcome to episode 19 of my Minecraft 1.10 Let's Play. So, I've been filling up some of this area behind me here. I've just brought it up so it's all one level, and I've also shaved off a couple of the higher levels along here just to give us a bit more room to play with. And I might tidy these up a little bit in a while. Maybe after this build is done. But today I've got a bigger build in mind. Similar in size probably to the watermill, which is over there and out of sight. But I figured it was time we got the barn sorted for over here. And this bit of land, once it was all filled in, struck me as the perfect place for it. So I've got a kind of idea of what I want to do, but it might take some fiddling about to get it just right. Get rid of these flowers because I'm only going to end up trying to build on top of them at some point. And I think I want the entrance to be kind of over this way. I might bring a path down here as well, I'm not sure yet. But it makes sense to me that the entrance should be about here. So I know I definitely want a sort of stepped out porchway, and I want the door in the middle there, and then so that will have to come back to here. And the general idea for this is that it's going to kind of be in two parts. 4, 5 and 1 there, and then back here I want another gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 there. So that's kind of the front. This will be the barn proper, and then this is a kind of addition to it. So let's see how far back I'm going to want it to go. Not too far. I think probably a gap of 7 will be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there. And then we'll just bring this one along to around here, there, and then this one will step in one from there again, so that'll go there. So it just looks like a load of blocks on the floor right now, but I assure you I do have a plan for it. I think probably the best thing to do will be to at least get this sort of shell up on this main area. I do want it to be 2 stories high. I'm still debating whether or not to make the second story in the roof. I might do that. It'll just depend on what I need to do over there. But it's certainly, I'm going to want it to be higher than the last one, although this front bit can just be the standard 3, and then I think these will have to come up to at least 5. And I've gone and shot myself in the foot doing that there. So let's see, that's just 2 more, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Might bring it across and out one at this point. I'm just not entirely sure how the mechanics of this will work. I know what I want it to look like when it's done. Whether or not I can achieve that without a great deal of faffing about, I'm not sure. But we'll at least get these bits up. Yeah. Let's have a look at that from the front and see if it's got the kind of height I'm looking at. Yeah, those are going to need to come up a fair bit more, I think. But we can start at least putting some of these bone blocks in. I do that every time. For some reason I always think I can stretch down 3 when I clearly can't. And then, yeah, these will go along here like this. And I've done it again. 2, 3, and we'll cut the door out at this point just so that I know roughly where I want it to be. Yeah, they're definitely going to need to go quite a bit higher. That's not a problem in itself. We can just fix that when we get up there. hope I've got enough logs. Should have. I've got another stack after this. I think one more will do it, and then we'll drop down and have another little look. Yeah, that's definitely more the kind of size I had in mind. This one will have to be about a similar height, but on the fourth one up I do want to bring it along from here. So it'll be like this. Now, yeah, something like that. I want my block back. Give me it back. Thank you. Actually, while I'm up here, I might as well pop that in as well. And then that'll go there. And I'm thinking, actually, how many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might actually have to pull this one out one more. So you've got the general idea, I hope, of what I'm trying to do here. At least for the shell. It should be fairly obvious stuff. And then that will come up like that. And that one should also be pointing downwards. So this will be quite an open area. And then we'll have the enclosed barn area there. So I think what I'll do is I'll get all the walls filled in and come back when that's done, and we can start thinking about putting that roof on and sorting out where all of our corners and things are actually going to go. So yeah, I'll see you when we've got more white blocks in place. Okay, so that's the basic outline I'm looking for. I'm still in two minds as to whether or not to open up that back wall at the top there. I'm going to go grab that oak because I'm a little bit short. As you can see, I'm working on it. But I think I definitely want to get the roof layout sorted, and I'm thinking of having the gable here for the doorway, and then having the actual main roof with the points at these ends, so it's not, you know, on the narrow side. Makes the most sense. So fortunately I've got plenty of spruce to be getting on with for the edging at least, which means that we can do the usual type roof along here. Yeah, that one goes like that, doesn't it? I bet that's curved. Do you know, when I want them like that, can I get the right angle? Every time. Okay. So then it's just on with the standard roofing practice on this one, I reckon. Let's just get up there. Have I got any? No, I haven't got any pillar blocks on me, so we'll just use what we've got. And I think I want this one to be a little bit straighter than we used on the pumpkin house, so maybe go back to the more traditional, if you like, roof that we've used before, because it's only a small one here. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. How's that looking? Is that in the middle? Yes, excellent. And we'll just jump up here and do the same on this side. So full block first, isn't it? Yeah. And then we'll do the standard up one over one until we've got it where we want it, which didn't take long at all. And where's my bone blocks? We'll fill in that gap along here. And yeah, that was fairly simple. I do like the way these work. I always think they look quite smart and very rustic. Yeah, so that's our entranceway. Let's see, how much oak have I got on me? Probably enough to be getting on with. I bet I haven't brought a crafting bench with me though. In fact, I know I haven't. So let's just bung that down over there. We'll make some stairs. We'll fill in this bit of roof, and then hopefully that'll give us an idea of where we need to be putting the rest of this wall behind it. So we just need full blocks along here. You can be nice, there we go. And then I think it's another row of full blocks along there. That's right, yes. I'm getting the hang of this now. Sort of. And the slabs to finish that off. Same on the other side. And then we get to do it all over again on a bigger scale, which again I will most likely do the jump cut thing for that, if only to keep the length of this video manageable, because one thing I've noticed when you're building these things is they do tend to kind of run away with you on time. It's amazing how quickly you build up 15, 20 and more minutes of video between cuts. So okay, we don't need one there, but we could stick that in for now as a filler, and then that's going to need to go all the way up to there, and the same's going to have to happen along here, isn't it? I'll take these plank blocks out once we've got this all up. Do it in twos this time so that I can actually reach. There we go. And then hopefully that will blend in quite nicely. In fact, if I put a spruce stair there, then they will hopefully, if my keep doing that, obviously doesn't want to go the right way up there, then that should be the roof line for along that side there. So that's worked out even better than I hoped. Let's have a quick look at that from over here. Yeah, once that whole roof's up, that'll show quite nicely, I think. Right, so I'm going to get this next section of roof done, and then I will be back to show it off. Okay, so the roofs are all on. It took a bit of fiddling, especially round here where it steps down. So what I decided to do was to repeat this pumpkin roof curve on this end, just so that it would sit that little bit lower, otherwise it would have tucked in and the stairs wouldn't have fitted and all kinds of problems would have occurred. But so far so good. It's not a pretty roof from the inside, just like all the others, but we should be able to cover that up fairly easily as long as we use plenty of spruce. So I do want some stairs coming up to here, and that means we're going to need this in place, which is fine. This is where it was supposed to go anyway. I think maybe we want the stairs on that side actually, and it's probably getting dark now, or is it just me in this dark spot that's doing it? Let's slap some temporary torches up. Yeah, I think because I want this entrance open here, so we'll bring the stairs over at the other side. And do I want them double? I think single will do the job actually, just because it's not a very wide area, and it is only, up into a storage loft, so that shouldn't be too bad. And let's see, so if we're coming up 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, it is getting dark. That's still a slab. We want 1, 2, excuse me, 3 and 4. Actually, I wanted them to come out one further, but I'm going to go and sleep first, and then we'll get all these floors worked out. And the minor details may well have to come after the recording. We shall see. As long as it's lit up and there's somewhere to stand, I'm reasonably happy about that. Right. I wondered if that would be a problem. It's hardly a big problem. We'll pop that there, and we've got a floor to start working with, which is really nice feeling. And let's carry that on in here all the way across. You'll notice I've already blocked that off there. That's worked out quite nicely because it's all the same height in here, so that's not too bad at all. Right, I'm going to get this floor, the ceiling, and possibly the floor downstairs sorted. Depends how much spruce I can scrounge up. And then I think we'll come back, because there's not much point in me whittering on while I'm doing this when I could be saving recording time for doing something more interesting. Is that seriously all the slabs I've got on me? Oh well, right. So that's all the floors done. It's time to start thinking about windows, I think, because it's looking a bit odd on the outside without any. This floor I'm going to do in a minute or two, but first of all I just want to get these windows in place. Let's see, if we go 2 in and 2 in, we could have one here and one here. I don't know how these will look from the outside at all, but it definitely needs some windows, and I think we'll do those there as well. We'll pick up all the bone blocks. I've had to go down and make more bone blocks 3-4 times during this build. This I'm a little unsure whether I want to leave open or put a gate in, so I'm just going to ignore that for now. And then we're going to go up to the next floor and do something very similar. Try and keep them reasonably well matched. Okay, so I can't put that there, that's good to know. Yeah, that would look very odd indeed. So I think we can have one over here though without too many problems. Yes, we can. And then we'll do the same as we had over there, which was one here, and then because of that doorway I didn't put one on that side, so we'll have one there and pop them in. I really hope this does look nice from the outside. Again, over here I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it, so we'll try 2. I might not like it. We'll see how it looks again from the outside, and yeah, why not? Let's have one over here as well under the roof line. Do you know, I really thought I had overdone it making all those fences. I'm now starting to think I didn't. And then here I think we'll go with 3 or 4 tall. What do you think? I think that needs to move, and I think we'll do 3 for now. And then that torch can just go up there for now. This is just torch spam. I doubt I'll be ever using this. It's just, I was covering the roof anyway. I thought if I've got to get up there to put some torches, I might as well give myself some access to it. So let's see how that looks from all around. Actually, while I'm here, I can put some of these doors in at least. And we'll have a double door over here. Pick up my blocks. That's not bad. I think I want one over here as well to match. I think definitely yes. Need one here. And how does that look with the 2? Might have been better with a long one, but oh well. Can't have everything. I'm going to go up and get those blocks, if nothing else. because they're going to irritate me floating there if I don't. Now, the all-important one, how does it look from the front? Yeah, that's pretty much what I was hoping for. Okay, so now I'm happy with that. Let's put our torch fence combos by this front door here. Have that one back, thank you. Probably don't need that one there now. I wonder if that would work with an extra bit for the window then. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. And how does it look from the approach from the road? I think I already looked at that side, didn't I? Oh well. Again, we're going to need some torches, I think. Let's put one on each side of there and on there for now. I can always shift them later. I don't really like having them on the outside of buildings like that, but it'll do for now. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. As builds go, I think that's not bad at all. Right, last little job is to get this floor sorted out. Let's see about getting some various dirts around the place. I might... let's see how that looks. I do want some of this in here, but I don't like the way it sort of shows through. Is it really getting dark again? If I am going to do these path blocks on the edges, they're going to have to the bone blocks are going to need to go down a little. And actually we could put some grass blocks in, couldn't we? No, I'm definitely going to need some grass blocks on the edges, I think, otherwise it's just going to look a bit odd. So we'll do that. And let's have some more coarse dirt around there and a proper dirt there. You need to be spruce. Slabs will do. And actually I might just put one there as well, so it looks like it's got a reason for the stairs to end there. That's the second time I've taken that one out. And I'm really hoping that the grass doesn't jump over onto the dirt here, otherwise it's going to look very odd indeed. But I think we're okay there. Yeah, so that's a little bit more sort of roughed up, outdoorsy looking thing, pathy thing. And then of course this path will have to come over, because you would walk between the front door and the main path, I imagine, fairly regularly. So that's going to have to come out, and we'll stick a bone block down in there if it hasn't gone too deep in. There we go. And then I'll come through with coarse dirt once I've picked some more up. So yeah, one farm barn. I might come through and put some logs across just so that it looks a little bit more uniform, but actually, have I got them on me? Yeah, let's just do that now and then we'll call it a day, I think, because it is getting on a bit in time and there's not an awful lot I'm keen to edit out, because it's been quite a jumpy around type of episode and not in the fun over hills way. Yeah, actually that does look much better. Right, so as the sun is setting, I suppose there's not a lot else to say, except thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.